Hello and welcome to Norbrook Stadium here in Kamloops, British Columbia. It's the semifinals of the Kamloops International Baseball Tournament. Your Merchants taking on PIL rivals in the Seattle Studs. Cody Culp on the mound delivers a high ball, and we are underway.
Go Merchies!
Cody Culp on the bump. Behind the plate is Diego Altamirano. Leading off forward at the Studs is Kyle Strash, and he'll take a high ball, and the count's 2-0. The count. Here's Cody Culp delivering, and it's a called strike on the outside corner. And the count goes to 2-1. Your infield today, and at third base, Max Nealon. At shortstop, Riley Parker. Second baseman is Austin Hauk. And at first base, the normal left fielder, Bryce Peterson. His pitch is fouled away, and the count will even at 2-2. In the outfield, Kobe Blenton left, Sam Linscott in center, and Jackson Swim in right field. 2-2, nobody out here in the start of the first inning. Here's Culp's pitch, a little outside, and the count will run full, 3-2. Warming up is Colin Wolf. He's on deck. Brennan Hancock behind him, and Mason Quinlan will clean up, followed by Kyle Bowe. The catcher, Marcus McCannell, will wait for the pitch. The full count is swung on him for strike 3, and that is the first out of the ball game. Cody Culp struck out 6 in his 3-inning start earlier in this tournament. Starts out on the right foot, and will bring up Colin Wolf. Colin Wolf playing third base, followed by Brennan Hancock, the DH, Mason Quinlan, the first baseman, Kyle Bowe, the left fielder, Marcus McCannell, the catcher, Henry Cheney, the right fielder, R.J. Green in center, and Gavin Wright at the shortstop position. Colin Wolf digs in. Here's the pitch. A little high, and the count goes to 1-0. Should the Merchants win this ball game, they will take on the winner of the Alaska Gold Panthers and the Calgary Dinos at 3 o'clock. Here's the pitch. It's taken inside. 2-0. Second consecutive 2-0 count delivered by Cody Culp. Infield playing deep. Outfield straight up. A light mist falling here in Kamloops. This pitch is right down the pipe and a strike called. And the count goes to 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swung and lifted into right field. Jackson Swim on the run. He reaches up and makes the over-the-shoulder catch for out number 2. 2 down, and it'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Brennan Hancock. We apologize for the graphics issue. I forgot to change the Gold Panthers' name to the Seattle Studs. Apologies. The scoreboard should now reflect the current game. Infield shifted towards the right. Parker playing behind the bag at second. Here's the pitch by Culp. It's a strike on the outside corner.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 23.
He'll be followed by Mason Quinlan, the first baseman. Here's the pitch to Hancock. It's swung on a miss, and the count goes to 0-2. Culp starting to settle down on the mound after issuing 2 straight 2-0 counts, which he battled back from and recorded outs. He's 0-2 ahead in here. Culp winds, and the 0-2 count is a check swing. It's a little high. Cody Culp was off the mound, headed back towards the dugout, but he'll have to climb back up and do another. Outfield shifted slightly to the right. Here she comes. The 1-2 pitch is grounded foul down the first base line, and we'll do it again. Light mist continuing to fall here in Kamloops. We're on rain watch as it appears that there's a break in the weather coming, but we need to get to it quickly before we lose the field. Here's the pitch. It's a check swing. He did not go, and the pitch is outside, and we'll do it again.
Send him down here, Cody.
Culp takes deep breaths. He's wanting to start this game out on the right foot. He's doing well so far. Here's the pitch. It's a chopper. The pitcher picks it up. He'll flip it over to new first baseman Bryce Peterson, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Studs. When we come back, Patrick Chung, Austin Hawk, and Sam Linscott will lead things off for your Everett Merchants. You're watching Everett Merchants Baseball at the Kamloops International Baseball Tournament. Welcome back. Leading off for your Merchants, number 12, Patrick Chung. It's the batting average leader of the Merchants, and he's looking to give the Merchants the lead. We'll get a base runner on here in the bottom of the first inning. Chung climbs in to his left-handed batter's box. Here's the pitch. It's inside for ball one. David Benson on the mound for the Seattle Studs. Here's a pitch. It's a foul chopper, or excuse me, foul slicing out of play. 1-1 the count. Benson looks in. Gets the sign. Likes what he sees. He winds and delivers. The pitch is swung on down the line, but hooking foul. Patrick Chung is showing off his power in this season. 2 home runs in this tournament season. Chung is 0-2, or has a 1-2 count, and he grounds one right to the shortstop. Tough hop. Chung beating it out, and he will. Safe on an infield single, and a leadoff single for your Everett Merchants. It'll bring up Austin Hawk, the second baseman. We'll see if they give him a hit. They do not. They rule that an error. And we'll change our official score, our official book, to reflect that in E6. That's a tough error call in my opinion, but official score marks it down, and Austin Hawk will climb in with a runner on first. Bunt shown. It's a beauty. Right at the first baseman in the corner, and that's a base hit. The first 2 men aboard. A base hit single right at the first baseman for Austin Hawk. And that'll bring up Sam Linscott with nobody out and 2 aboard. A dream start for the Merchants in this ballgame.
Now batting the center fielder, number 22, Sam Linscott.
Linscott climbs in. The 3rd highest batting average on the team this year, hitting .338. Here's the pitch. Bunt shown. He'll pull back and take a strike. This team knows how valuable runs will be in this ball game. Some issues with the scoreboard. Error and hit being shown for the wrong team. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss. And the ball will get away. A wild pitch will move both batters up. 0-2 the count, but both batters advance on that wild pitch. Oh, and 2 to Linscott. 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. Benson comes set, he delivers. The pitch, waved on and missed for strike 3, and Sam Linscott down on 3 pitches. That'll bring up new first baseman Bryce Peterson, playing out in left field most of the time, DH'd a game, and is now playing out at left, or playing at first base. Peterson fixes his batting gloves and stands in. Facing David Benson. Merchants have not yet beaten the Suds this year. They are 0-4 against this team. Looking for their first win of the season in a big spot. Here's the pitch. It's taken for a strike outside. A tough call on Price. And the count goes to 0-1. Peterson looking for a hit to drive in some runs. A check swing. He'll take a ball outside. A good take by Peterson. Peterson swings and grounds one right to the second baseman. It'll score one run, but they'll take the easy out at first base. The second out of the inning is recorded, and the Merchants pick up their first run of the ball game. They now lead by a score of 1-0, and they bring up Jackson Swim, the team leader in batting average and slugging percentage.
37, Jackson Swillem.
Jackson Swim climbs in, looking to drive in a run with a runner on third. He'll take a strike on the inside corner, and the count is 0-1. This pitch down low. Pitch under the feet of the catcher. He's able to find it. The count goes to 1-1. Like to quickly check in with the Women's World Cup. Netherlands and the United States playing in the World Cup final in the 55th minute. No score. We will give you updates. We will give you updates on that game as we go. Scoreboard shows 1-1. We believe it's 0-2. That ball is fouled away, and the count goes to either 1-2 or stays at 2-2. We shall see. And the count is now 0-2. They changed the scoreboard. So 0-2 and a foul ball. Jackson Swim. Here's the pitch. It's a check swing ball down low. 1-2 the count. David Benson trying to get out of this inning with only giving up a run. Here's the pitch to Swim. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. And the count will leave in at 2-2. 2-2 count as that ball in the dirt was ruled a strike. Swim couldn't check his swing. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's outside, and the count will even, or will fill at 3-2. Here's the wind and the 3-2. It's down low for a walk. Merchants with bases, with runners on the corners. And Riley Parker up next. Parker 2 for 4 last night with an RBI and an extra base hit.
44, Riley Parker.
He'll be followed by Kobe Blunt, Diego Altamirano, and Max Nealon. Kobe Blunt playing out in left field, replacing Peterson, who moves over to first base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on and lined right to the second baseman, and that will retire the side. But the Merchants, they pick up a run on one base hit and an error, 2 men left on when we head to the top of the second inning. Cody Cope will look to keep the Studs off the scoreboard. You're watching Everett Merchants Baseball at the Kamloops International Baseball Tournament. Stay with us. Welcome back. Mason Quinlan up for the Seattle Studs with Cody Culp on the mound. Merchants lead 1-0 in the top of the second inning. Culp looks in. He'll get the sign wide and deliver. The pitch is a called strike, and Cody Culp finding his spots early in this ball game, able to get a strikeout and a couple other outs in that first inning to keep the base paths clear. Infield playing deep. Right field shaded, or outfield shaded slightly towards the right. This pitch is good on and missed. He couldn't hold up, and the count goes to 0-2. Culp winds and delivers. The pitch is a foul ball away, and we'll do it again. Winner of this game will move on to play the winner of Calgary and Alaska. The loser goes home here in the money round of this tournament. Here's the pitch. Swung and fouled away, and the count stays at 0-2. Cody Culp delivers the pitch. 0-2. Is lifted out towards the gap. Jackson's swim is over, and he'll make the play. And that will retire the first batter of the inning. And bring up left fielder Kyle Bowe. Kyle Bowe, a .250 hitter on the season, playing in the left field spot for the Studs. Merchants in their black tops, white pants, and white lettering. Studs in their black tops, white pants, and white lettering. If this were any other sport but baseball, these uniforms could not be played against each other, but it's a fair game here in baseball. Here's the pitch from Culp. It's a swing and foul back into the screen, and the count goes to 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and fouled away, and we'll do it again. Culp has thrown 7 pitches in this inning, all of them strikes. Looking for a second K of the game. Culp winds and delivers the pitch. A little outside, and first pitch misses of the inning. Culp will be followed by Jared Maxfield in long relief today, should he be needed. Merchants pulling all the stops out, every pitcher available for today. This pitch is low and away, and we'll do it again.
Down here, Cody.
Kyle Bowe looking to get aboard. The 2-2 count is swung on and missed for strike 3, and the second out is recorded via the K. It'll bring up the Studs catcher, Marcus McCannell.
Now batting the catcher, number 33, Marcus McCannell.
Culp looks in. He winds and delivers the pitch. It's a strike on the inside corner. And the count goes to 0-1. Here's the pitch. It's called strike 0-2. We have an update on the World Cup final. The United States ahead 1-0. Megan Rapinoe converting a penalty kick in the 62nd minute. The USA leads the finals 1-0. Here's the 0-2. Down low in the dirt, and the count goes to 1-2. 62nd minute. USA leads the Netherlands 1-0. As we mentioned, that would be for the World Cup title and the 4th World Cup title for the United States in their history. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Culp. It's a check swing. It's up and in.
Let's go, Murchies.
Henry Shreeney's on deck should he be needed. Culp looking to keep the base paths clear in this ball game. Yet to allow a base runner. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed for strike 3, and that retires the side. The third K of the evening for Cody Culp, or third K of the morning for Cody Culp. It'll bring up Kobe Blunt, Diego Altamirano, and the 9-hole hitter Max Nealon when we return. You're watching Merchants Baseball at the Kamloops International Baseball Tournament. Welcome back. Kobe Blunt climbs in to lead off the bottom of the second inning. Your Merchants lead 1-0. Courtesy of an RBI ground out by Bryce Peterson. Merchants 1 run on 1 hit and no errors, although a lot of people in the crowd think they should have 2 hits. An error was charged instead of a hit given. But regardless, it was a base runner. Studs, no runs on no hits and 1 error against. Here's the wind down the pitch from David Benson. It's a swinging lifted ball down the right field line in play, and the catch is made by the first baseman for the first out of the inning. Mason Quinlan making the play, and that'll bring up Diego Altamirano behind the dish. He's hitting 8th today. Left-handed hitter.
Number 24, the catcher, Diego.
Put in the lineup to match up against this Studs pitching staff. Altamirano. Readies, and I'll take a strike. This pitch is in there too. A strike called. Count goes to 1-2. Goes to 0-2, rather. Benson steps off. Diego climbs back in, getting into that unconventional batting stance. Here's the pitch. It's a swinging chopper towards the third baseman. He's got it. The throw over is in time to get Diego Altamirano. Looks like the throw might have pulled him off the bag, but a good stretch there. And the second out is recorded. It'll bring up Max Nealon, the third baseman.
Now batting the third baseman, number 11, Max Nealon.
Nealon having a tough season on the bat, but has hit balls hard. Just needs to find a hole in the defense. That's a strike called. A beautiful fastball by David Benson. Here's the pitch. It's a swinging chopper that stays foul down the first base line, nearly up the line, but 0 for 2. Nealon stands in. 2 outs, nobody aboard, and the 0-2 count. Here she comes. The pitch is taken a little outside. An amazing take by Nealon. That looks like it might have been in the zone, but the ball will be called, and the count goes to 1-2. Benson winds. Ed delivers the pitch. It's a swinging chopper to the third baseman. He has it on a hop. The throw over is a little low, but in time to retire Max Nealon, and the Merchants go in order. When we come back, Cody Culp will look to continue his stellar start and retire the bottom third of the order. Henry Cheney, R.J. Green, and Gavin Grant. When we return, you're watching Merchants Baseball at the Kamloops International Baseball Tournament. Welcome back to the Kamloops International Baseball Tournament. I'm Sean O'Connor, the voice of the Ever Merchants. Cody Cole will face the bottom part of the lineup here in the top of the third inning. But first, an update on the World Cup. Your United States team leads the Netherlands by a score of 2-0 off of a Rose Lavelle left-footed strike in the box to put the score at 2-0 in the 70th minute. That goal likely will be enough to give the women their second consecutive World Cup title. This pitch lined into right field, and it'll drop in front of Jackson Swim for the first hit of the evening for the Seattle Studs. A leadoff single for Henry Cheney will bring up R.J. Green, the center fielder, with a chance to move him up.
That base hit brings to the plate the center fielder, number 16, R.J. Green.
R.J. Green cleans out the batter's box, cleans out his cleat, and steps back in. Rain appears to have cleared for the moment. Culp looks in and gets the signs, checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Bunt shown, it's outside. And the count will go to 1-0. Culp looks in, working with the 1-0 count. Here comes the pitch. Drag bunt attempted, but it's fouled off. That would have been a good one, as the corners weren't crashing fast enough, and the count is 1-1. One and one. Nobody out. A man on first. No runs on one hit and an error for the Studs. 1 run on a hit and no errors for your Merchants in the top of the third. Here's the pitch. Bunt shown. He chops at it. It's a good one. The throw down to second's in time to get the lead runner. A failed sacrifice bunt. And that'll be a fielder's choice 2-6. Runner at first base put out 2-6. A bad break for the Studs as that bunt was right in front of the catcher, and Diego's got a great arm to throw down to second base. Gavin Grant up now, 9-9 hitter. With 1 out now, needs to be careful to avoid the double play ball. Culp looks in, gets a sign and delivers the pitch. It's a little high, and the count goes to 1-0. Great throw by Diego Altamirano, erased Henry Cheney at second base on the failed sacrifice bunt. 1-0, the count, 1 out. Runner on first. Held by Peterson. Here's the pitch. Runner bluffs. That's a called strike in the inside corner, and the count goes to 1-0. Infield playing straight up, slightly in. Outfield shaded ever so slightly towards the right, with Swim playing shallow. Culp delivers the 1-1. It's inside, and the count goes to 2-1. Gavin Grant looking to move the runner ahead or score a run. 2 outs or 1 out, 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. It's a foul off the catcher, and the count will go to 2-2. Diego has taken his beatings this season behind the plate. Was hit a couple times yesterday. Caught a couple back swings on the top of his helmet, but is okay and is starting again today. 2-2, 1 out. Runner on first base. Merchants looking for a double play ball. The score is 1-0 Merchants over the Seattle Studs. Setting up inside is Altamirano. Here's Culp's pitch. It's fouled away, and we'll go again. Tense moments for this club early. 2-2, 1 out. Runner on first base. Cody Culp looking for a double play. This ball is swung on, foul tipped into the glove for strike 3. And that's the second out of the inning. A fielder's choice and a strikeout will bring up Kyle Strash with 2 outs and a runner on first base. Strash, .355 on the season. He is struck out swinging in the first.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Kyle Strash.
Strash settles in. Blunt checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. The pitch is up. Here's the throw down, and it's in time. Caught stealing is R.J. Green, and that will retire the side. 2-6 goes the put-out. That was a ball called on Kyle Strash, but no matter. As caught stealing is the call. It'll send up the top of the lineup. Patrick Chung, Austin Hawk, and Sam Linscott when we return. You're watching Merchants Baseball at the Kamloops International Baseball Tournaments. welcome back. Patrick Chung leading off the inning, the leadoff man. 0 for 1 today. He reached on an error, but I would have ruled it a hit. Regardless, he's reached his only time up and scored an unearned run. He'll lead off the inning here in the third, and this pitch is outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Chung takes again. It's a strike on the inside corner. Count will leave it at 1-1. Merchants playing the studs in this 9-inning contest today. Winner advances to the finals later today. Here's the line down the pitch. It's inside, gets away, and the count goes to 2-1. Here's the pitch to Chung. Swung and lifted. Into left center field. Over is the left fielder. He'll make the play. For the first out of the inning, he'll bring up Austin Hawk. Austin Hawk 1 for 1 with a single. In the 80th minute, still a 2-0 scoreline. USA over the Netherlands. We'll give you updates on that game as it happens. Hawk will climb in. He's 1 for 1 tonight with a single. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a chopper foul. Back behind the catcher into the screen, and we'll go again. Throwing another ball out is Harold Pyatt. Hawk in the batter's box. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on. It's a grounder right to the shortstop. Tough hop, but he gathers it and throws across in time for the out. 6-3, the out recorded. And the count, or rather, there are 2 outs in the inning. It'll bring up Sam Linscott.
Now you know why I gave him a hand in the first inning.
Linscott climbs in 0 for 1 today. An excellent hitter on the year. Here's the pitch from Benson. It is a strike on the outside corner, and the count's 0-1. Bryce Peterson on deck. He would be up next. Here's the pitch to Sam. It's a ground ball towards the second baseman. He's got it. The throw over is in time, and that will retire the side. Merchants go in order for the second straight inning. When we come back, Cody Colt will face the top of the lineup. Kyle Strash, Colin Wolf, and Brennan Hancock when we return. Second baseman Kyle Strash will climb back in to the dish. He saw one pitch in the top of the third inning, but a Henry Cheney an RJ Green caught stealing into the inning and brings him back up here. Kobe Blunt's faced the minimum through 3. Giving up 1 hit. Here's the pitch from Culp. It's outside and counts 1-0. Henry Cheney out on the fielder's choice. RG Green out on the caught stealing in the inning before. With Kyle Strash leading off. This pitch fouled into the glove. Shaking his hand is Diego Altamirano, and the count's 1-1. One and one, nobody out, leading off the 4th inning. Here's Cole's pitch. It's a swung on foul ball, and the count's 1-2. One and two. Cody Culp looking for his 5th strikeout of the game. Here's the pitch. It's outside, and it counts 2-2. No action in either pin. Both pitchers pitching well. Only 2 hits in the ballgame. Culp looking in. Here's the wind. And the 2-2 pitch is swung and fouled down the 3rd base line, and we'll go again. Culp readies. Here's the wind and the 2-2. It's outside, and the count will fill. Strash will be followed by Colin Wolf and Brennan Hancock. Here's the 3-2. It's fouled away, and the battle continues. Eighth pitch of the at-bat upcoming. Cody Blunt winds and delivers. The payoff pitch. It's outside, and a walk issued. Cody Blunt giving up his second base runner Cody Culp, rather, giving up his first walk of the ball game. It'll bring up Colin Wolf. Colin Wolf, the 3rd baseman, 0 for 1 tonight. Studs looking to move their runner ahead in this 1-0 ball game, top of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Bunt shown. He gets it down. It's a good one. Culp will shovel over for the 1 out, but the bunt works, and it'll move the runner ahead. 1-3 is the sacrifice bunt. Will move Kyle Strash up to second base and bring up Brennan Hancock.
Designated hitter number 23, Brennan Hancock, pardon me.
Hancock climbs in. 0 for 1, the DH tonight. Infield shifted to the right with Hancock up. Outfield slightly to the right as well. Here's the pitch. It's outside. May have been a bit of a pitch out. 1-0. 1-0 the count. Bullpen still quiet. Cody Culp looks in. Cody Culp looks in, gets the sign, checks the runner. Here's the 1-0. It's up and in, and the count goes to 2-0. Brennan Hancock in the batter's box. Runner on second base is Kyle Strash on a walk and a sacrifice bunt. Culp checks his runners and looks in. The pitch. It's a called strike, and he gets a foothold. 2-1 the count. Two and one here in the top of the 4th. That's the count. Their score is 1-0. Merchants over the Studs. Here's the pitch. It's swung and lifted. Well hit ball out to right field, dropping, but Jackson Swim is there, and he makes the running catch for out number 2.
Good work, Merchants.
That'll bring up Mason Quinlan.
That catch by the right fielder brings up the first baseman, number 24, Mason Quinlan.
Quinlan hitting .256 on the year. Flew out to right field in his first at bat. Is 0 for 1. Runner on second base is Kyle Strash. Stud's looking for a base hit to drive him home. Culp checks the signs, working from the stretch. Here he comes. The pitch is up and in for ball 1. One another count. On deck is Kyle Bowe, who's 0 for 1. He'd be followed by the 1-0 Marcus McCannon. 0-1 Marcus McCannon. Culp looks in. Infield vacates, playing straight up. Here's the pitch. It's swung and fouled away. And the count's 1-1. One and one the count, 2 outs here in the inning. Culp checks his runners and delivers the pitch. It's fouled down the line, and the count goes to 1-2. We've reached the 90th minute in France. Still 2-0 your scoreline. U.S. over the Netherlands. We will give you updates when that game goes final or if there's any change to the scoreline. 1-2, 2 outs. Runner on second base, Cody Culp looking in. Here's the pitch. It's up high, says the home plate umpire, and the count goes to 2-2. Big spot for Cody Culp. Culp looks in, comes set, checks the runners, he winds, or he will wait. Long hold. Here's the delivery. The pitch. Called strike 3, and that will retire the side. Through 4 innings, Cody Culp has allowed 1 more than the minimum. Walked a man and allowed only 1 hit, no runs. And as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, your score, the Merchants 1 and the Seattle Studs 0. Welcome back. Bryce Peterson up, bottom of the 4th inning. 1-0 the score. Peterson 0 for 1 tonight with an RBI. Here's the pitch. Outside, but a strike called on Peterson. Swim on deck, followed by Riley Parker. Peterson sets up. Here's the wind. And the pitch. It's a strike called, and the count goes to 0-2. Peterson waits the pitch. It's outside, gets away. 1-2 now the count. Bryce Peterson had a good day yesterday. Went 3 for 4 with 3 runs scored. Looking to keep that going here, playing first base today. Peterson readies. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's called. Strike 3. Peterson doesn't like it. He's chirping at the home plate dugout, or the home plate umpire a little bit, but he walks away, and Jackson Swim climbs up. 0 for 0 tonight with a walk.
Now batting the right fielder, number 37, Jackson Swillam.
It's out and away. For ball 1, Jackson Swim, 344 hitter on the year. An excellent batter here, nearly catching Patrick Chung for the batting title. And he may do that today with a couple knocks. This one's a ground ball to the shortstop. The throw over is in time for the out, and the second out is recorded. We will send Riley Parker to the plate with 2 outs and nobody aboard here in the top of, or the bottom rather, of the 4th inning. A pitcher's duel in this one. Only 2 hits in this game, only 5 total base runners.
Riley Parker.
Riley, just started here, bud.
A Riley Parker base runner would bring up Kobe Blunt. Here's the pitch. It's away for ball 1. Here's the pitch to Parker. It's inside, 2-0. Two and oh the count. Riley Parker waits for the David Benson pitch. Waiting on the fastball. Here it comes. The pitch swung on, but it's a grounder right to the shortstop. The throw over, and it's in time to retire the side in order. And the Merchants have been sent down 1, 2, 3 for 3 consecutive innings. When we come back, Cody Culp will face Kyle Bowe, Marcus McCannell, and Henry Cheney. You're watching Evan Merchants Baseball. Welcome back. Cody Culp on the mound still for the Merchants, facing Kyle Bowe. It's a strike called. The count goes to 0-1. Kyle Bowe leading off. He's 0 for 1 today. Cody Blunt facing 1 less than the minimum through 4. Here's the pitch. It's outside, and the count to 1-1. I'd like to give you a final update on the World Cup score. The United States defeating the Netherlands 2-0 to record their 3rd their 4th World Cup victory and their 2nd consecutive. This pitch aligned into right field. Jackson Swims got it, and a tough play down by his knees. He'll make the catch, and it'll bring up Marcus McCannell. The United States defeating the Netherlands 2-0 in full time. One down in the top of the 5th. Only 2 hits total between these two clubs, and a 1-0 Merchant lead. Here's Culp's first pitch. It's inside. And count goes to 1-0.
Number 33, Marcus McCannell.
I'd like to thank you all for watching this presentation of Evan Merchant's baseball at the Kamloops International Baseball Tournament. This pitch is a ball down low, and the count goes to 2-0. With a win today, the Merchants would take on either Alaska or Calgary, the winner of the ball game that takes place at noon at 3 o'clock today. The pitch up high, and the count 3-0 to Marcus McCannell.
Go Merchants.
Marcus McCannell waves the bat. Culp winds and delivers. The 3-0 pitch. It's a strike called on the inside corner. He gets a foothold back in this count. The count is 3-1. Here's the 3-1. Swinging chopper that goes foul, and the count fills at 3-2. Mighty big pitch coming up. 1 out, 3-2 the count. Marcus McCannell looking to get aboard to bring up Henry Cheney. Time called, and Marcus McCannell will step out. Gulp delivers. The pitch is away, and he loses him. McCannell reaches on a full count walk. It'll bring up Henry Cheney. Culp looking for a double play to get out of the inning.
We'll bring up the right fielder, number 3, Henry Cheney.
Climbs in. Henry's 1 for 1. He was erased in a fielder's choice in the 3rd. Here's the pitch. It's a strike on the inside corner. Would have liked to have that call a batter ago, but we'll take it here. 0-1 the count. Culp delivers the pitch. It's a grounder. This could be 2. Parker over to second for 1. On to first, and it's not in time. He beats it out. A fielder's choice will erase the lead runner. But Henry Cheney able to beat out the runner, or the batter, excuse me. Henry Cheney was able to make it to first base. It'll bring up R.J. Green with 2 outs and 1 on. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike. 0-1. 2 outs.
Guys.
Here's the pitch. It's a line shot into the gap in right center field. Jackson Swim over to cut it off. He's got it. They're sending him home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's not in time, and the Studs tie the ball game with an RBI double. And the Studs crowd is happy with that one. An RBI double ties the ball game, and it'll bring up Gavin Grant. The ball game is now tied 1-1 in the top of the 5th inning. We play with 2 outs.
That RBI double brings to the plate number 5, the shortstop, Gavin Grant.
There's 2 outs, right?
Yep. Gavin Grant climbs in 0 for 1 today with a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. 1 run on 2 hits and an error for the Studs. 1 run on 1 hit for the Everett Merchants. Culp looks in. Here's the pitch. Bunt shown. He pulls back and will take a ball. One and 0, 2 outs. Culp looking to get out of the inning, limit the damage. This pitch is a called strike on the outside. And the count is 1-1. That pitch has been called a strike all tournament, and the Merchants pitchers have been able to use it effectively in this ball game. Culp looks in, gets the sign, delivers the pitch. It's strike called, and the count's 1-2. Bunt was shown. He pulled back, thought he was taking a ball, but it found a piece of the plate, and will even or will run to 1-2. Infield playing slightly in on the right side. Culp looks in, looking to get out of the inning. Checks his runner. Infield vacates. The pitch is lifted into right field. Back is swim. Plenty of time. He makes the catch. And now will retire the side. But the Studs tie the ball game on a hit. And a walk and a fielder's choice. No errors and nobody left on, or one man left on. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. The tie ball game at 1-0 apiece. Welcome back. Bottom of the fifth inning. Kobe Blunt leads it off for the Merchants. He's 0 for 1 tonight, facing David Benson. The pitch is a strike called, and the count goes to 1-0, or 0-1 rather. On deck is Diego Altamirano and Max Nealon. Merchants held a lead until the top of the fifth inning. His pitch is outside. Sacrificing the lead on a walk, a fielder's choice, and a double. Merchants looking to get it back here. The pitch is low and away, and the count goes to 2-1. Two and one the count. Benson looks in, delivers. The pitch, swinging ground ball right to the second baseman. The throw over in time to record the outs for the first out of the inning. Diego Altamirano up. The Studs starter, David Benson, after a bit of a sluggish first inning, has retired his last 11 that he's faced. Altamirano on deck, or in the batter's box on deck, Max Nealon, and should he be needed, leadoff man Pat Chung. This pitch is a ball down low. Count is 1-0. Here's the wind. And the pitch swung on and lifted out towards center field. Backpedaling, and the catch is made for out number 2. Max Nealon up next.
That fly ball to the center fielder will bring up the third baseman, number 11,
Max Nealon, 155 hitter on the year. He grounded into a 5-3 putout in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Pat Chung on deck. The pitcher's starting to walk around in the bullpen. As this is swung over and missed for strike 1. Merchants have a couple guys starting to walk around in the bullpen as well. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's a swinging ball snagged by the first baseman. He'll take it himself. A spectacular play at first. And that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning in a tie ball game. Welcome back. Top of the 6th inning in a 1-1 ball game. Cody Culp still on the mound. This ball inside. And the count goes to 1-0 on Kyle Strash. Strash is 0 for 1 today with the ball. Here's a pitch from Culp. It's a strike at the knees, and the count will leave it at 1-1. Culp winds and delivers. The pitch is a grounder over to Austin Hawk. He takes it. The throw over is in time for the out, and it'll bring up the third baseman, Colin Wolf. Wolf 0 for 1 with a sacrifice.
That ground up brings to the plate the third baseman, number 28, Colin Wolf.
Merchants and Studs locked at 1. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 out, or 1 error for the Studs. 1 run on 1 hit for your Merchants. Pitch is a strike at the knees on Colin Wolf for 0-1.
50 for this game, folks. Last call for 50-50.
Cody Culp looks in. He winds and delivers. The pitch is away for ball 1. 1-1 the count. And thank you for watching this presentation of Merchants Baseball. If the Merchants should pick up a run and win this ball game, they will play at 3 o'clock against Alaska or the Calgary Dinos. This pitch is away, and the count goes to 2-1. Nobody out, 1 away. Infield shifted slightly to the left.
Go Merchants.
Outfield tilted slightly. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's a ground ball right back to Cody Culp. He'll throw over in time. And the out is recorded for the second of the inning. It'll bring up Brennan Hancock, who's 0 for 2 tonight. This has been a pitcher's duel all the way.
Now batting a designated hitter, number 23, Brennan Hancock.
Only 3 hits, 2 walks, and an error have gotten runners aboard. A couple fielder's choices by the studs have replaced runners at first. Culp winds and delivers. The pitch as a strike on the outside corner. And the count goes to 0-1. On deck is Mason Quinlan, the first baseman. Here's the wind and the pitch. Culp lifts it foul out over the back of the stadium, and the count's 0-2. Culp has thrown a good number of pitches here today. Here in the top of the 6th inning. 2 outs in the 6th. He winds and delivers. The pitch is away, and the count's 1-2. Appears to be no action in the Merchants pin. Stud's pin is also quiet. Culp winds, delivers the pitch. It's a strike. 3 called on the inside corner. And that's will retire the side. 4 straight retired and 3 in order for Cody Culp. It'll bring up the Merchants offense. Patrick Chung, Austin Hawk, and Sam Linscott will lead things off in the bottom of the 6th inning. Stay with us. Welcome back. Patrick Chung will lead things off for your Everett Merchants in the bottom of the 6th inning. A tie ball game. Only 1 hit on the evening for the Merchants. You could argue there's 2 as Chung reached on an error that looked a lot like a hit, but it was ruled a hit. It was ruled an error. Chung has scored the only run in the ball game. Here's the pitch. Swung and lifted, and it is settling, and it will get over the third baseman's head. An infield single for Patrick Chung, just getting enough of it to get it over the infield, and a leadoff single for the Merchants will send Austin Hawk to the plate. Sam Linscott on deck. Peterson in the hole. Nobody away, and a runner on first, courtesy of a first pitch single. Third consecutive game starting at or before 9 a.m. for these Merchants in 3 consecutive days. Here's the pitch. Button shown. He'll pull back and take a ball. And Chung hustles back to the bag in time.
The 13, the second baseman, Austin Hauk.
Austin Hauk at the dish. Benson delivers the pitch. Bunt. It's a beauty. Up the first base line. The throw over is not in time. It's dropped by the first baseman, and E1 will advance the runner, and there's runners on first and second with nobody out. Welcome back. E3 on that play. The first baseman not able to hang on to it. Sam Linscott in the batter's box. an E3 on that play. I apologies for saying the wrong number. Here's the pitch, bunt shown. Sam will bunt it just foul. Bunt still on with nobody away and 2 runners on. A run on 2 hits for the Merchants, a run on 2 hits and 2 errors for the Seattle Studs. Big moment in this ball game. Heart of the order, Sam Linscott, Bryce Peterson, and Jackson Swim coming to the plate. Sam looking to get down a bunt and move the runners ahead. Here's the bunt shown. Pulled back. He did not commit, says the first base umpire, and the count will go to 1-1. Looks like he offered, but we'll take the call. Only 2 hits in this ball game, 1 by Chung and 1 by Austin Hauk. Both aboard here. 2 errors have also put those runners aboard. This ball is bunted, but just foul. And the count will go to 1-2, and the bunt's likely now off.
All right, base hit here, kid. Let's go now.
Lynn Scott looking for a base knock to move the runners ahead or getting aboard any way he can. Stepping back onto the plate is David Benson. He'll look in. Gets his grip, the wide and the pitch is swung on. It's a grounder past the third baseman. Sliding stop, throw across. It is not in time. There's no throw. An infield single for Sam Linscott to load the bags and bring up first baseman Bryce Peterson 0 for 2 tonight, but was 3 for 4 last night with 3 runs. Merchants looking for a run to take the lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Merchants have played the Studs 4 times this season and have lost all 4 contests, looking to knock the Studs out of the money round playoffs here in Kamloops. Here's the pitch to Peterson. It's a swinging chopper, and that'll get it done. The shortstop boots it, and E6 will split a run. Driving in a run there. And Jackson Swim up to the plate. 2-1 your lead. Your Merchants lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. Big run there. Base is still loaded. A booted ball by the shortstop. The 3rd error of the ball game for Seattle. Up next is Riley Parker. Here's the pitch. It's away. And Swim will take a first pitch ball. Jackson looks in. Here's the pitch to Swim. It's a line shot into right field. That'll score at least 1. Everyone moves up a station. Hawk comes home, and RBI single for Jackson. Swim will put the lead at 3-1.
RBI single.
3-1 your lead, nobody away, and Riley Parker up to bat. Nobody away. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's a swing and a miss. And the count goes to 0-1.
You got this, Riley. See the ball now.
Here's the 0-1. It's a swing and a miss. And the count goes to 0-2. Here's the pitch to Parker. It's a big wave and a miss. The ball gets away. And he'll leave the immediate area of the batter's box and be called out. Struck out swinging on 3 pitches, and there's now 1 away. It'll bring up Kobe Blunt.
All right, see the ball, Kobe.
Blunt looking for a base hit. driving some more. He'll take a strike at the bottom part of the plate, and the count goes to 0-1. Kobe Blunt looking to drive in more runs here. Here's the pitch. Swung on down the line, but foul. And the count will go to 0-2. Blunt climbs back in. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's down and away. Ball bouncing in front of the catcher, but he keeps it in front of him, and the count goes to 1-2. Blunt stands in the box. 1-2, 1 out. On deck is Altamirano. Here's the pitch. It's a swinging line shot over the head of the shortstop. That'll score at least one, and it will score one as everybody moves up a station. An RBI single for Kobe Blunt, and the line keeps moving for the Merchants. 4-1. Merchants lead the Studs here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
24, Diego Altamirano.
Altamirano up next. He's 0 for 2 tonight. And out comes the manager for the Seattle Studs. Have a quick mound visit. When we come back, we'll see the Merchants with 1 out and the bases loaded up 4-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Forgot to turn my mic appeared to have not turned back on. We're back. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Patrick Chung, the 10th man at the plate. He'll look to drive in another run. Here's the pitch. It's a swinging line drive up the middle, and that's another base hit. They're sending Kobe Blunts. Here's the throw in. On the throw, the runner will advance, and runners on the corners. Your score now 7-1. Merchants over the Seattle Studs.
Now batting number 13, the second baseman, Austin Hauk.
Austin Hauk, the 11th man to the dish, with a 7-1 lead and runners on the corners. Merchants have used big innings in this tournament to really put it on their opponents, and they're doing it again here. 6 runs in the inning, and one of their best hitters on their team up to bat. 5 unearned runs in the inning for the Merchants. Here's the pitch. It's taken for a strike on the inside corner. Should the Merchants hold on to win this ball game, they're scheduled to play in the finals at 3 o'clock against the winner of Alaska and Calgary. Benson looks over. Here's the pitch. It's away, and the count will leave it at 1-1. Sam Linscott on deck. Linscott singled and came around to score an unearned run. Austin Hauk is 1 for 2 tonight. He reached on an error. The line keeps chugging away for the Merchants. Here's the pitch. It's a swinging chopper down the third base line, but foul. And the count goes to 1-2. Merchants offense coming alive in the bottom of the 6th. 7-1 your score. Runners take their leads. Diego at third. Patrick at first. This pitch is a ball outside. Thought he was going to ring him up on that one, but let it go. Hauk looking for a base hit to drive in another. Benson checks the runner. Looks in. Runner takes the lead. Here's the pitch. It's a swinging shot down the third base line, but just foul. And we'll do it again. Chung hustles back to first base, and we'll reset. Hauk readies. 1 run on 2 hits, 3 errors for the Studs, 7 runs on 7 hits for the Merchants. Runner goes. The pitch is lifted down the third base line, going out of play off the fence in foul territory. A sliding play nearly made by the third baseman. He acts like he catches the ball. He does not. He laughs it off and heads back to his third base spot. Two and two, 2 outs. 11th man to the plate in this inning is Austin Hauk. Benson looks in. The wind and the pitch. Runner goes. It's a line ball into left field. That'll score another run. Patrick Chung stops at second base. An RBI single for Austin Hauk. And the Merchants add on. They now lead 8-1. A tremendous showing by the Merchants offense in this ball game. And out comes the manager for the Studs. We'll likely see a pitching change here. And we're going to take a short break. When we come back, your Merchants looks to add on 8-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning, 2 outs and 2 on. Welcome back. New pitcher is Alex McBee. David Benson's night is done. He allowed one earned run and 7 unearned runs. He's responsible for both base runners. Chung on at second, Austin Hauk on at first base, and Sam Linscott will look to drive them home, the 12th man to the plate in this inning after the Merchants were sat down in order for 4 consecutive innings. McBee winds and delivers. The pitch is taken for a strike on the outside corner, and the count starts at 0-1. A crooked number in the bottom of the 6th inning here for your Merchants. Here's the pitch. It's swung on and fouled away. 0-2 the count quickly on Sam. Merchants already scoring a bunch in this inning, looking to add on more as the Studs are always dangerous, no matter how far behind they are. McBee readies. Here she comes. The 0-2 pitch is a chopper foul, and we'll do it again. We'll have a mound conference between McBee and his catcher. And back he comes. Bryce Peterson on deck. Sam Linscott is 1 for 3. He singled and scored earlier in this inning. McBee readies. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's swung and lifted down the first base line, but out of play, and we'll go again. Cody Culp will likely come back out to pitch the 7th inning, as your Merchants have given him a massive lead. 8 runs on 8 hits in the ballgame, no errors. 1 run on 2 hits, 3 errors for the Studs. This ball is outside, and the count will go to 1-2. Studs pitcher comes set. McBee delivers. The pitch. It's swung on into right field. That'll get down. A base hit will score another run. Patrick Chung coming home. The flip is up the line, and Chung is nearly dead. They need to will advance the runners. An RBI single for Sam Linscott will drive in a run, and an error will click forward both of the runners.
Now batting the first baseman, number 23, Bryce Peterson.
And Bryce Peterson up with 2 on, and first base open, 2 outs, 9-1 your score. Merchants over the Seattle Studs. 9 runs is the 8 runs rather. Most runs the Merchants have scored in an inning this year. They scored 7 in an inning against Coquitlam earlier in this tournament. That ball is fouled away, and the count goes to 0-1. On deck is Jackson Swim, but first Bryce Peterson, who's 0 for 3, reached on an error and came around to score in the bottom of the 6th inning. Peterson readies. McBee working from the windup. He delivers. The pitch. It's swung and choppered, but foul. And the count's 0-2. To the count to Peterson. He's the 13th man of the plate. Here's the pitch. It's a slicing shot over the the shortstop. They're going to send 2. Here comes the throw. It's up the line. A 2 RBI single will send in 2 more runs, and the Merchants really pile on here. They lead this ball game 11-1. 10 runs have been scored in this inning, and the Merchants pile on with 10 runs, so far in this inning, and more trouble coming perhaps with Jackson Swim up to bat, the team leader in batting average and slugging percentage. The 14th man to the plate. Here's the pitch. It's low for ball one. 10 runs in the inning, 9 of them unearned. 2 errors early have really cost this team. Here's the pitch. It's low for ball one, or for ball two. Oh, and 2 the count. Jackson Swim has a chance to drive ahead Bryce Peterson with Riley Parker on deck. Here's the pitch. It's swung and lifted. This should do it. Kyle Strash plants underneath it, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. But the Merchants pile on. 10 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors, and a man left on. We head to the top of the 7th inning. Mason Quinlan, Kyle Bowe, and the catcher Marcus McCannell up next for the Studs as the Merchants take a 10-run lead into the top of the 7th inning. Stay with us. Welcome back. 11-1 your score in the top of the 7th inning. Mason Quinlan leads off. Cody Culp still on the bump. He's only allowed 2 runs, he's allowed 1 run on 2 hits. Here's the pitch. It's a strike called. I don't believe there's a 10-run rule today, folks. This is an elimination game, but if there was, the Merchants would be in line to end this game with 3 outs in this inning. Cody winds and delivers. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. Cody Culp having an outing here, only allowing 2 hits through 6 1/3 innings. Also striking out 7 batters so far. We play in the top of the 7th inning. Merchants lead 11-1. A 10 spot in the bottom of the 6th inning put this game way, way out there for the Studs. We'll see if they can try to climb back here. Kyle Bowe will take a first pitch strike at the knees. Cody Culp dealing. He continues to control this ballgame. Here's the wind. And the pitch from Cody. It's a check swing. He did not go, and the count will go to 1-1. Here it comes. The pitch swung on and lifted out to center field. Sam Linscott's there in plenty of time, and he will make the play for out number 2. And the final out of the inning is Marcus McManus. He'll climb in. He's 0 for 1 with a walk, was a race and a fielder's choice.
Brings up the catcher, number
He also
33,
was the third
Marcus.
strikeout victim of Cody Culp. Bullpen coming in as a strike is called. Count goes to 0-1. Perhaps there is a run rule as the Merchants are emptying the dugout. This ball up high, and the count will go to 1-1. The Merchants hold on. They will play the winner of Calgary and Alaska at 3. This ball low, and the count will go to 2-1. Here's the wind, and the pitch from Cody. It's a little outside, and the count will go to 3-1. Top of the 7th, this pitch is fouled away, and the count will fill at 3-2. Thank you all for watching this presentation of Merchants Baseball. Your Merchants lead big 11-1 here in the top of the 7th inning, a 10 spot in the bottom of the 6th. Put them over the edge in this one. Here's the full count pitch. It's up high, and a 2-out walk issued to the Seattle Studs. Henry Cheney up next. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a run scored and a single. He reached on a fielder's choice, replacing Marcus McCann. Merchants looking to get out of this ball game as quickly as possible, save as many arms as they can for a final later today. This pitch is a ball inside, and the count goes to 1-0.
Batting the right fielder, number 9, Henry Cheney.
Henry Cheney batting for the Merchants, or excuse me, for the Seattle Studs. Playing right field today. Infield playing straight up. Here's the pitch. It's a line ball lifted over to Sam Linscott. He makes the catch, and that will retire the side. The dugouts are emptying. There appears that there is a 10-run rule after 7 innings in this elimination game. Your Merchants eliminate the Seattle Studs, beat them for the first time this game,
Alaska and Calgary.
and they will win this ball game by a final score of 11-1. A run rule victory for your Merchants, and that is your ball game. Reminder, your Merchants will play against either Alaska or Calgary later today, as we will see you then. First pitch scheduled for 3 o'clock. Until then, have a good day, everybody, and we'll see you in a few hours.